When you first think of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, the image that probably comes to mind is a flash of the 2000s paparazzi era, oversized sunglasses, and Starbucks cups. But what if I told you that behind all that noise, these two quietly built one of the most respected fashion brands in the world? So how did these two go from tabloid darlings to fashion royalty? Grab your favorite oversized coat, because in this video, we're about to unravel the quietly powerful story of the Row, and how the Olsen twins changed the fashion game forever. Before we continue to our video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to never miss any of our future uploads. Now let's get started. The Olsen twins, a quiet exit from loud fame. Back in the early 2000s, Mary-Kate and Ashley couldn't go anywhere without being mobbed. From blockbuster movies to fashion dolls to a literal empire before they turned 18, their fame was intense. But then, just like that, they started disappearing from the spotlight. No more red carpets, no more movie premieres. Instead, they traded the chaos of Hollywood for the calm world of high fashion. This wasn't some spur-of-the-moment decision either. They had a plan. The girls were done being brands themselves. They wanted to create a brand bigger than their names, something that stood on its own. That's when the Row started to take shape. And instead of using their celebrity status to promote it, they did the exact opposite. Total silence. No press tour, no flashy campaigns. Just beautiful, thoughtfully made clothes. That shift? It wasn't just bold, it was revolutionary. The Row's mysterious name and even more mysterious launch. Let's talk about that name for a second. The Row. It sounds elite, elegant, and kind of mysterious, right? Well, that was the point. The twins were inspired by London's Savile Row, famous for its bespoke tailoring and meticulous craftsmanship. That was their vibe, quality over everything. When they launched the Row in 2006, it was so low-key that most people didn't even know it existed. In fact, their very first product wasn't a full collection. It was a single white t-shirt. But here's the kicker. They tested it on women of all shapes and sizes, tweaking every seam, every inch, until it draped perfectly. That's the kind of obsessive detail that became the Row's signature. They weren't out to flood stores or chase trends. They were building something timeless. Why the Row is the definition of quiet luxury. If you've heard the term quiet luxury floating around TikTok or Vogue lately, this is the brand that basically invented it. The Row doesn't do logos. There's no glitter, no loud patterns, no viral gimmicks. Just flawless tailoring, muted colors, and fabrics that feel like butter. And get this, that minimalism isn't accidental. The twins believe in the idea that true wealth doesn't need to announce itself. Their collections whisper elegance, not shout it. Everything is about how a piece feels, how it moves, how it fits into a woman's life. It's about owning the room without being the loudest in it. Have you ever noticed someone wearing the Row without realizing it? That's exactly the point. Their designs are meant to be recognized only by those who know. The obsessive craftsmanship behind every garment. You might look at a black coat from the Row and think, looks simple, but trust me, that coat probably took months and cost more than a used car. The Row is all about craftsmanship on another level. We're talking Italian cashmere, hand-finished hems, the finest silks sourced from Japan, and tailors who treat every stitch like art. Mary-Kate and Ashley are deeply involved in every single detail. They're not just slapping their names on the label. They're in fittings, inspecting samples, choosing fabrics. Their obsession with perfection is real. They've even been known to remake a garment 10 times until it drapes just right. It's this behind-the-scenes dedication that makes fashion insiders fall in love with the brand. No marketing, no social media, just a loyal cult following. This might sound wild in 2025, but the Row has zero social media presence. No Instagram, no flashy campaigns, not even a TikTok whisper. And yet, the brand has built one of the most loyal followings in the fashion world. It's kind of genius, really. By staying silent, they created an aura of mystery. And in an age where everyone's shouting to be seen, not saying anything became their power move. Their customers are in-the-know types. Fashion editors, private clients, billionaires who like to keep it low-key. It's all word of mouth, private showings, and that delicious sense of exclusivity. You can't just scroll your feed and stumble across the row. You have to know it. Celebrities can't get enough, even if they never talk about it. Here's the fun part. Even though the row isn't splashed across billboards, it's everywhere, especially on the shoulders of Hollywood's most stylish stars. Think Jennifer Lawrence, Zoe Kravitz, Kendall Jenner, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. They're all walking billboards for the row, whether they mean to be or not. But here's the twist. These celebs aren't paid to wear it. There are no sponsorships, no contracts. They just genuinely love the clothes. And why wouldn't they? The pieces are timeless, incredibly well made, and give off that rich but not trying vibe. It's the kind of fashion that says, I don't need to prove anything. Even stylists have said that clients often request the row for important events, because it guarantees they'll look polished without stealing the spotlight. Fashion Week appearances that feel like art installations. When the row does show up at Fashion Week, it's not your typical runway madness. There's no thumping music, no flashing lights. Instead, think serene venues, classical music, models gliding past in monochrome perfection. Their shows feel like mood pieces, soft, emotional, and quietly powerful. Critics call them hauntingly beautiful. Mary-Kate and Ashley don't take a bow at the end. They don't even wave from behind the curtain. The focus stays exactly where they want it, on the clothes. And honestly, it works. Their presentations feel more like private gallery showings than fashion events. Winning over the fashion industry, one couture piece at a time. You know you've made it when the fashion world actually takes you seriously. And let's just say, the row has arrived. Over the years, they've racked up multiple CFDA awards. That's basically the Oscars of fashion. Editors at Vogue, designers like Rick Owens and Phoebe Philo, and buyers from high-end retailers all praise the row's vision. What makes it even more impressive? The fashion industry doesn't always welcome celebrity ventures. But the row? It's the rare exception. That's because the twins put in the work. They didn't rely on their fame. They studied, experimented, and delivered. The result? A label that sits comfortably alongside legacy fashion houses like Celine and Hermes. It's a true rags to riches to runway story, but with way more cashmere. Why fashion insiders consider the row the future of luxury? There's a quiet revolution happening in fashion, and the row is leading it. Gone are the days when loud logos and trend-chasing ruled the luxury space. Now it's about longevity, quality, and personal taste. That's where the row comes in. Insiders love it because it respects the consumer's intelligence. It doesn't need to explain itself. Every garment tells a story through structure, texture, and feeling. And in a world drowning in fast fashion, that kind of thoughtfulness is gold. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling powerful without saying a word. Fashion royalty without ever wearing a crown. So here we are. Two former child stars who vanished from Hollywood and resurfaced as fashion queens. But not just any kind of queens. The Olsen twins didn't demand a throne. They built their own kingdom in silence, lined it with luxury, and let the clothes do the talking. The row isn't just a brand. It's a statement, one that says sophistication doesn't scream. It whispers. And in a fashion world obsessed with being loud, the Olsen twins proved that sometimes saying nothing is the boldest move of all. Now that's royalty. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.